Disney friends. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some of the stuff that I use to store my Disney pins, to put on, use to display my Disney pins, and also what I use when I travel with my Disney pins. So stay on tune, we're going to check them out. Alright, so these are some of the book bags that I've collected that I use to store my pins in. This one is my first one. I got this one back at Disney World. It was in 2003 when I collected this one. Yes, because look, see, I even bought this to go with it. It said the magical place to be. And in 2003, I had bought this to put on it. But this right here, which is the pin trading book from Walt Disney World, was the first one I ever got to use for pins. It's a little furry because I have cats. But I have taken all my pins out of this book because this one is the one that's going to be going to my daughter because she really wants it. But I wanted to show you guys. So you would put your pins on this. This is like wicked soft material. It would go through, and then you would poke it with, of course, in the back with the pin back, so it would stay in your book. And you could put them on this side, and you would flip it, and you could put it on this side. And then here you would store either some of I had a lot of pins that I didn't want to put out, that I wanted to keep in like on their cards and stuff. So I'd put it in this little bag. There's a little zipper right here, and I'd put it in this. It was like mesh. It was great. And then I would move on. I had all these filled, and you had tons. Like I love the fact that you could put the pins on the front and the back. This was great to use. And it kept going. You can tell it's like a lot. Like you have so much in here. And then you even had two of these bags in the back, which I used. And then I also had little pockets. Now I still see these around. I haven't really noticed them at Walt Disney World anymore, but when I had bought it back in 2003, I think I paid almost $50 for it. So yeah, it's served me well over the years. But my daughter's pin collection is getting bigger, and she wants something else to put it in. So I emptied this one out for her, and she's thrilled because she'll be using it. And it's great because this had a handle, and also came with something so you can put it around you. But it was really good. Like, it was a good use. So, but also what I liked about this one that's different than the ones I've noticed now is that I could hold thicker pins. Like this one's really thick, this pin. See how thick this one is? It's got so this one works really well in this because these kind of, more for shape to put the bigger, thicker pins in. And then this right here was the cover, and it's very soft. I never had a problem with any of my pins. None of my pins ever got damaged. So this was a super bag to have. So I'm really hoping she appreciates it. So that was my first bag. Actually, before I even had bags, the first thing I ever put my pins on was a hat. So I upgraded. So I had filled that. And so now, sometimes what I do is I put them on boards. So here's one of the boards I've been rearranging. I took some off and put them on other boards, but I had a couple left. And these fit really well on these boards. This is definitely a corkscrew kind of board. But these fit right on these type of boards. You can get small ones, big ones, so you can put them up. These are great. So I have quite a few of these. And then if you want to travel with pins, this one is one that belongs to my daughter. But these are pin folios. You can actually get them to go pinpro.com. But they have different ones. So this one's really cool. These are really good. Like honestly, like you put the pin in here, it ain't moving. We haven't had really any issues with any of the pins ever like coming out or anything like that. The only hard thing is you can't really put like really thick pins in, I've noticed, because it just won't close, because it's really like you need to like keep them thinner pins. But these are great for those, and if you're traveling, going to Disney, you only want to bring a couple to use to trade, this is perfect. This cost me about $20, and it has served us well. But these are some of the ones that my daughter has collected. So that's why these are full. She's got like two of them. And so she wants to upgrade. And that's why she is moving on to this bag. Then my other daughter has picked up this one, we had gotten this one. I think I got this one like online, which was great. So this is a smaller one of one you get at Walt Disney World. It was for pin trading. This one I think I paid $25, $20 to $25. Again, it's got that soft material. I never had a problem though. Nothing ever happened to my pins. I really like this book. These are different. Like this has like a little Velcro, so you can put the pins on here. See the backings. Put the pins on, and then you kind of, you know, so you have some this way and this way, which I thought was cool. You know, you can put a good, like, she has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on here. They're a little tight, but still, you can hold quite a few. You can go through them. They have the plastic in between, which is nice. And then she's got some more. So it just kind of keeps going. I think there's like 3 of these. Yeah, 3. And then it has a little pocket. See, it's got a little pocket one right here. And she's got some of her other pins she puts back here. But again, this one's another great one to use if you want to like travel. It zips and it holds quite a few pins. It's very soft on the inside. And again, never had any trouble with these when it comes to making sure my pins are protected. These have been great. So far, I haven't had any issues. This one's really nice. This one's another one from Pin Portfolio, which is GoPro. You can put, like, I know when I watch their videos, like this, like, opens, and they put, like, the little pieces of their, like, the pin backs in this. I don't think I've ever put anything in here, but I guess you can. And then you open it, and then you put your pins in here. So I have all my pins. I've started putting them in here. But again, these are my thinner pins. I don't normally put my thicker ones in here because it doesn't close very well. So these are all my thin ones. These are some of my series that I have collected. This is one of my favorite ones. This is from like, I think 2003. This is called the big hairpins, the princesses. And then this one I love. These are Dalmatians. I think this is from 2002. And I'm still missing one of them. There was 6 of these in all. So I'm using this one right now as a holder for this one. So, but these are really cool. I really like the fact that these store very well in here. And I feel very comfortable being able to close it. And my pins are feeling safe. This one cost me $32. I think if I remember right, I don't think I got it off them. I think I got it off Amazon. But it's a little bit bigger than, of course, this one. See, you can see the difference. But they have even bigger ones. And I've seen some of the bigger ones. I mean, sometimes theirs gets pretty big. I've seen some of their bigger ones. They go for like, you know, $60, $70. And it holds a lot more pins. But these are the 2 smaller ones. Now, more recently, I have bought a couple of these books, which I love. So these are from Kraken Trade. I have bought these books. This is really cool because you can actually see the pins in the front. So this book opens. You can see the pins in the front before you open it. Whoop. This has been doing really well. Oops, it's a little stuck there, but really well. You can open and close it with this. You can take these off, on. You can move them around. Sometimes I put them with, you know, Little Mermaid first. Sometimes I have one of the other ones first. The only interesting thing is they put the binder part over here. So when you turn and flip this over, it doesn't go like on the cover, which is what this one did. With this one, when you opened it, let me show you. This one, when you opened it and you flipped it, the pins that were on here went to this side. So like it would hit this, you know what I mean? Like the cover. Where I noticed with this one, it doesn't hit this cover. It kind of like goes over and just so it kind of like holds itself a little bit. So it makes me a little nervous. You don't want anything on this eye. That's why I always put it on my bed because I don't, you know, it's soft. But you don't want anything to scratch your pins. So, but other than that, it's good. They hold my pins. I've never had any of my pins fall out. I can move them, do all kinds of stuff. They stay right in. And then, of course, they have these covers in between, which I think work really well. Again, I can just turn my pins over. I haven't had any issues. So it just keeps going. They've got 4 of these. And so like you can fill both sides, which is great. For $65. And I thought this was, you know, I held quite a few, it's been holding quite a lot of pins. I have a few of these books because I have different, like I like to organize very, like all my different sections with different characters. So, and then on top of that, it also has on this side, it has another compartment. If it lets me open it. There we go. Where it has another zipper pocket, and you can put, like, I have a couple of my other pins in here to hold. So that is what that is. So for $65, I actually think this was a really good deal, and I do love the fact that you can see all the pins. So that's really cool, especially if you want to take it places. So yeah, it was a good deal. I've got quite a few of those. And then when I go to Disney World, this is the last bag I used to go to Disney, is this one. This one I had got on Disney site, Disney Shop Disney, before I left. And I had gotten a couple different pins that I had put on. I changed them out once in a while. Let's see. Everybody agrees with this one, right? I'd rather be at Walt Disney World. Of course we do. So I had put some of these fun ones on. Now, you don't want to lose these pins, you know, because you're traveling with them. So if you want them to be out where you can, you know, touch and display, this is great. I actually picked these up at Disney World. These were great because they lock them into place. So they have like a little key thing that you can put them on. So you can take the other ones off, put these on, and you feel much more safer for your pins. So I have all kinds of these on to hold all my pins on. They do, and let me tell you, I had no problem. No matter what I did at Walt Disney World, they didn't go anywhere. And now I've been using it to go to other theme parks, and skin, these have not moved. So this has been great to have. And I like the fact that people can then see my pins. I've had some people come up and be like, oh, that's a cool pin, you know. So this is really nice. I like this bag. And plus I like the fact it has like little Mickeys on it too. So, but then you can get other bags. You can get other bags like the newest one I've gotten, where you can display pins and then at the same time has a cover, kind of like how this thing has a cover. So you can put your pins in there and know that if something happens and they start to like fall, they're going to fall inside and they're not going to fall out and you're not going to lose your pins. So that's good too if you want something like that, display your pins as you're going around. But these are the two that I've had so far. I also have one that's similar to this, but it's a fanny pack. And it's black, and you can also do the exact same thing. It looks like this, and you can put your pins, and I have, again, the lock backs, so it works really well. But, yep, this is what I've been using, mostly for my pin collection. Of course, I do have more pins that I've, you know, just like everyone else, that we display on our walls. But, yeah, it's fun. It's fun. So what do you guys do with your pins? Do you guys have some in books? I mean, I have them in books. Do you put them on boards? Do you put them on your bags? Do you bring them around? Do you put them on hats? I mean, back in the day, I remember people putting them on vests. I remember being at Disney World back in like 2004 and 5 and 6, and people were walking around with vests, and people displayed them so many different ways, and it was so much fun to see how people displayed them. So I'd just love to know how you guys display your pins at home and when you're out and about. So thanks for hanging out with me today, and can't wait to see you guys again next time. Bye now.